Hello guys, today we're gonna see about a naive-Bayes algorithm, which is nothing but a classification technique. It also uses the Bayes theorem. The formula is given by P of A given B equal to P of A into P of B given A divided by P of B. Now let's look into the coding part using Python. I'm just first inputting the essential packages to perform naive-Bayes algorithm. I'm just first inputting NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, and this sklearn, which is nothing but scikit-learn used in Python for machine learning. And also in the next cell I'm just importing the essential data set. Now let's look into the data set. I'm just taking the health stock prediction data set. In this it has 12 columns. Now you can see id, gender, age, hypertension, and so on. In this cell I'm just importing the data set using the pandas function, read underscore csv. Now we can look into the our data set. It has 5110 rows and 12 columns. Since our dataset may contain some string values, you can see yes, no, which is not good for training the model. So that we are going to label encoding these values by using the map function. Here you can see we are just converting the values in the gender column into in that we have two values, male and female. We are just converting into 0 and 1. We are just providing some weight, that's all. So this process continued for 4 columns. Ever married, you can see this also contains some yes, no, like the type of values. So we're just converting and label encoding to 0 and 1. And also for work type column, here you can see the in work type column we have private, self-employed, and government job, children, and never work. We are also just providing the weight like 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for that respectively. And also for resident type we are just providing some weight. And resident type it has two values, urban and rural. We are providing rural 0 and urban equal to 1. And this mapping is using map function. And also for smoking status we are just providing some weights 1 and 0. For formerly smoked we have just providing 1, and never smoked we are just providing 0. Since our dataset may contain some non values or none values, this is not good for model training. Since I have 5000 rows, I'm just dropping is using drop in a function. Now I'm just printing the data frame. This is nothing but our data set. Now you can see our data set is very clean and also containing the label encoding processes and pre-processing finished. Now let's going to choose the input and output, which is nothing but the features and label. For that we are just using the dialog, which is nothing but integer location. And just I'm also saying from for this is known as rows. The first parameter for in the dialog is nothing but rows, and second parameter is nothing but columns. And just selecting all columns and sorry, all rows. And from 1 to 11 I'm just selecting all columns and saving in x variable. And also I'm just selecting the output variable and saving it in y variable. Here you can see the stroke is nothing but y, and all other than stroke is considered as input variable or features. Now you can see the input features and also the output features, output label. Now we are going to split our dataset for training and testing. Usually for training we may take 70%, and for testing we may take 30%. This can be done using the function in scalar, which is nothing but train underscore test underscore split. We just giving two parameters, which is nothing but input variable and output label. And also providing the test size is 0.20, which is nothing but the test size will be 20%, and remaining 80% will taken for the training set. And also we are just providing random static is equal to 45, which is nothing but the once you run this nothing is changed. Next let's print the white train. You can see it may contain 0, 1. Okay, now we are just going to training our dataset, training our model. For that, we are just importing the scalar navy base input Gaussian NB. The NB is nothing but navy base. Also we're just creating an object for the navy base for class Gaussian NB class as a classifier name. This is object for this class. Using the object, we are just passing a parameter fit x train and y train, just passing to the fit function. Now, next we are just predicting our output using x test, passing the x test as input. Now this will be the output for y test, and this will be the output for y prediction. Now let's calculate the score and confusion matrix, which is nothing but the performance evaluation for this naive Bayes algorithm. Uh, in this cell, I am just importing a scalar matrix, input confusion matrix and accuracy score. Accuracy score is used to just print the accuracy of our model, and confusion matrix is just used to provide how many values are true and how many values are false and true. There is nothing but true positive, true negative, false positive, false negative. And now let's see about accuracy. The accuracy of our model is just providing 87 percentage, and also the confusion matrix will be which contains two rows and two columns. For true positive it is 459, and true negative it is 11, and true true negative it is false negative it is 47, and false positive it is 21.